All right. Hey, everyone. Time for week 7 discussion. So, when I think about micro-environmental urban design, I think about the small features of a community that can make people more or less likely to be physically active. Things like connected sidewalks, lighting, green spaces, benches, pedestrian crossings, and accessible pathways may seem minor individually, but when you combine all those things together, they can have a significant impact on how people interact with their environment. Now, one of the most important factors to me is connected sidewalks. If someone wants to walk somewhere but the sidewalk suddenly ends or forces them into an unsafe area, that creates an immediate barrier. I also thinking having actual destinations within walking distance is important. If there are restaurants, stores, parks, or just other places that people want to visit, walking becomes more than exercise, it becomes transportation. The CDC emphasizes that connecting activity friendly routes with everyday destinations can help make physical activity a more natural part of people's daily lives. Now, I also think safety is a major consideration. People are less likely to walk if they don't feel comfortable in their environment. Good lighting, safe crossings, sidewalks, and traffic calming measures can make a community much more inviting. Now, at the same time, I don't think the environment is the only reason people are inactive. In today's society, technology is probably one of the biggest barriers. People have constant access to phones, tablets, computers, and entertainment, which makes it very easy to stay indoors. And weather can also be a barrier, especially here in Colorado. However, I don't think the goal should be completely eliminate inactivity. Instead, we should make the active choice easier and more convenient. Now, Colorado is a good example because our communities have a lot of opportunities for outdoor activity. Connected trails and pedestrian pathways can encourage people to walk, bike, or run, while also providing access to parks and other destinations. Colorado's active transportation planning has focused on improving these connections and making walking and biking safer and more accessible. Now, one design feature I have personally experienced that I think is really interesting is like outdoor fitness equipment along walking paths. I've seen pathways where about every half mile or so, there's like an exercise station, such as a pull-up bar, a dip station, or another basic body weight exercise area. And I really like this concept because someone can go for a walk and incorporate resistance training without needing a gym membership or a structured workout program. Now, based on that idea, my first proposed solution would be creating an active neighborhood corridors. Now, these would combine connected sidewalks and trails with safe crossings, lighting, green spaces, benches, and access to everyday destinations. My second solution would be incorporating outdoor fitness stations along these pathways. Now, I also think this concept could connect directly to schools. Now, since my semester project is focusing on middle school physical literacy, I could see schools serving as anchors for active neighborhoods. Students could have safe routes to school, access to parks and trails, and outdoor exercise opportunities before or after school. Now, ultimately, I don't think micro-environmental design will completely solve physical inactivity. People will always make individual choices, and some people will choose not to exercise. But public health should focus on removing unnecessary barriers. If walking is safe, convenient, accessible, and enjoyable, we make physical activity a much easier choice. Now, for me, the goal isn't to force people to exercise. It's to build communities where movement naturally becomes a part of everyday life. That is where I think micro environmental design can have a meaningful impact on both the livability of community and public health. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you for listening, and I can't wait to hear what everyone else thinks.